Now, I can't be in Flint without recognizing Congressman Dan Kildee. Let's give it up for him. And our next congressperson, Kristen McDonald-Rivet. Let's hear it for her. So, in my few minutes with you today, I want to talk about an issue that is top of mind for Michiganders everywhere in every election. Jobs, and right. Every one of us wants and deserves a job that will help us pay the bills, put food on the table, and help us get a secure retirement. The promise of a path to prosperity drew hundreds of thousands of people from all around the world to places like Flint, Michigan. I love you too. In its heyday, Flint, Michigan was the second biggest city in our state, with 80,000 union auto workers. Over decades, though, we know that Flint was left behind. And when Donald Trump ran for office, he said a lot of things. He said he would save all the jobs and bring back American manufacturing. But Donald Trump was all talk. As president, Trump oversaw an American manufacturing recession. By the time he left office, Michigan had lost more than 280,000 jobs. Now, maybe to a guy like Trump, he doesn't understand. 280,000 jobs lost is 280,000 households that struggle to get by. Donald Trump's record on auto jobs, on manufacturing, and on putting American workers first is failure, failure, failure. He said not one auto plant would close. The truth, 5 closed. He said he'd support unions. The truth, he made it harder to bargain for better pay and benefits. This guy, who claims to be a friend of workers, even suggested that manufacturing move out of Michigan and to anti-union states in the South. If he is given a second term, he will enact huge tariffs. He will enact, essentially, we're not going back. That's right. We're not going back. Donald Trump's tariffs are essentially the same as a tax, a national sales tax that will cost every one of you thousands of dollars a year. And just this week, his running mate, J.D. Vance, that guy from Ohio, J.D. Vance said they do not support $500 million federal investment to upgrade our auto plants. You cannot tell me you care about the people of Michigan if you're going to undermine the core of our economy in Michigan. So it's pretty simple. When you have a chance to save hundreds of good-paying Michigan auto jobs and create more, you take it. Instead, the Trump-Vance ticket is giving the middle finger to workers here in Michigan. It was the Biden-Harris administration that took action to save union jobs. Donald Trump must think that Michiganders aren't very smart. Well, boy, do we have news for him, right? Because you can't go to Texas and love Elon Musk's EVs and then come here and denigrate EVs and the jobs that come along with them. I'm so tired of that guy saying one thing to people in a different state and coming here and saying another thing to Michiganders. We are not stupid. We know who stands up for us. We know the pain that when a factory leaves, it takes a whole lot with it. It means fewer kids in our local public schools. It means fewer first responders on the street and fewer local small businesses. No place in America knows this better than Flint, Michigan. When Joe Biden and Kamala Harris took office, things finally started changing. Today, there are more auto workers than when Trump was president. There are more factories getting built, 3 times as many as when Donald Trump was president. And the list goes on. More construction workers, more of those damn roads getting fixed. I never knew people would cheer so loud for roads. My God, I love it. More lead pipes being replaced, more middle-class jobs. More on all of these fronts than when Donald Trump was president. We are headed in the right direction, and we're not going back. After 4 years of Donald Trump as president, thanks to leaders like Kamala Harris, we are finally investing in America and in Americans. We've secured more than 40,000 auto jobs here in Michigan, and we are putting up factories. The first auto assembly plant in Detroit in more than 30 years, creating 6,000 jobs. 5 new factories to help us build more cars. In Lansing, 4,000 jobs. In Marshall, 2,500. Big Rapids, 2,300. Van Buren Township, 2,100. And Holland, 1,200. Clean energy project everywhere, and 124,000 jobs too. And hometown company here, General Motors, is investing $1 billion in Flint Assembly and Flint Metal Center to build heavy duty. That former president is the one who's railing against the Michigan economy. And let me tell you, we are building heavy-duty gas-powered trucks here. Let's go. So, as president, Kamala Harris knows that when we make more here in America, whether it's more energy, more cars, more batteries, more chips, we are stronger and the middle class grows. These chips are so important. They go in everything from your phone to your car to your dishwasher to your computer and everything else. And while Donald Trump worked against the CHIPS Act, Kamala Harris and Democrats got it over the finish line. And it's working. Chip factories are popping up all across America. We have proven that you can bring jobs back home and reduce our reliance on Chinese chips. But we need a leader who's willing to actually do the work. In his 4 years as president, Trump took us backwards. Kamala Harris has overseen a manufacturing boom. Thanks to her leadership. Yeah. Thanks to her leadership, we are growing the middle class and our economy is growing too. So this November, we have a very clear choice. A coordinated strategy to bring back manufacturing and grow the middle class, or the same old guy with the same old ideas about outsourcing and anti-union leadership.